Have you been attempting to manifest a better life for yourself for quite a while now? Are you feeling that your desires are lacking that extra spark, that magic and excitement that initially at one point they did actually hold for you? Well, if that's the case, then in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a very powerful heart opening manifestation technique, which will give you that edge when it comes to focusing on your dreams and turning them into a reality a lot quicker. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Holly. I'm the founder of Think Tranquility, a spiritual and personal growth company that focuses primarily on helping you to manifest the life that you dream of and deserve. Before I get into the exercise, I'm just going to share with you a few fun facts, if you like, about the heart and why the heart really is the key to everything. And this isn't just from a spiritual perspective, it is from a scientific one as well. The heart starts to beat after 5 to 6 weeks in pregnancy. The heart develops way before the brain. So, when it comes to brainwave activity and organ development, the brain actually mirrors the pace and the speed of the heartbeat. And the intelligence, if you will, is what is coming directly from the heart. The heart and the brain are connected by what is known as the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is basically just a loop that connects the heart and the brain so that there is ongoing communication all the time. And it has been proven that the heart sends far more signals to the brain than the brain does to the heart. There was an experiment that was done ages ago, years and years ago, that proved how when it comes to our emotional reactions and when it comes to our intuition, when it comes to just our response to our outer worldly environment, the heart knows what is going to happen long before the brain. And they proved this by exposing some people to several different kind of sensory stimulants. So for example, graphic images, really loud noises, soothing noises. They basically toyed with these people's emotions and their five physical senses. And whilst they were doing this, they were monitoring the reaction of the brain and the reaction of the heart. And the heart knew what was going to happen and started to mirror that response that was predicted in hearing a horrible noise or a loud jump or seeing something quite graphic or disturbing or loving. The heart knew what was going to happen and informed the brain, and that actual communication and chemical reaction in the brain responding to the heart's direction actually started to happen before the person saw the image or heard the noise. So the heart is the seat of our emotional consciousness. It does have its own electromagnetic field. It does have its own form of intelligence, and it is, if you like, the brain when it comes to emotional coherence and consistency with how we're feeling from one minute to the next, which is why you'll find that when you're feeling really emotional, in times when we're overwhelmed and we're feeling very sort of confused or stressed out, the body and the brain will kind of usually be in opposites to each other, because we might be thinking something like, okay, I need to calm down, I need to take a breath, I need to step back, I need to get some clarity and blah blah blah. But the body is kind of like doing its own thing, and you sort of feel like, what is going on here? Because I'm trying to get myself into a better feeling space, but I can't. Or maybe I know I've had lots of situations where I've kind of felt something intuitively and logically it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm selling my house at the moment and I've had quite a few offers, but I've just not felt connected with any of them, and I've known, like, no, this isn't the right buyer for my house. And I've been getting agents putting pressure on me to say, oh, just accept it, come on, so, blah blah blah, the sales spiel they give you. And I've just known though that actually it's not the right time and it's not the right price, and it just doesn't feel right. Logically it makes sense, but emotionally, intuitively, I'm just not there. So this particular exercise is going to help you to expand your intuition, physically expand your heart. And if you practice the exercise that I'm going to share with you for just 3 minutes a day, what it will do is and again, this is physiology here in works. The level of oxytocin in your bloodstream and in your body will increase. It will reduce any stress levels that you have been experiencing perhaps lately. It will help you to be more authentic with who you truly are, what you desire, and it will influence the way you're feeling for up to 6 hours. Because when you do what I'm going to show you in just a moment, it releases oxytocin in the brain. And the oxytocin chemical, of course, is the love drug. So with practice, that will become the sort of expected norm, if you like, of your body's chemical balances, because you will be constantly practicing it and introducing it, which means cortisol and adrenaline and all those other chemicals that we don't really want in our body as a way of life to be sort of present, they will start to kind of fall to the wayside. And that fight or flight survival mode perhaps that you've been living in will fall away. With practice, it will fall away. So without further ado, I'm going to give you just a few instructions first of all, which I'd like you to carry out just so that you're in the right frame of mind and the right space to do this, because this is a powerful exercise and it does require your focus and concentration. I'd like you to find somewhere where you can sit, ideally on the floor so that you're grounded. Get a pillow, get a cushion, and I'd like you to sit however which way you want. You don't have to cross your legs, you can sit to one side, it's completely up to you. And I'd like you to rub your hands together just to generate a little bit of heat. And then put your left hand on your heart. And if you're a woman, I usually tend to put my hand under my bra strap because I like to feel the skin on skin connection and actually physically feel my heart beating. And you can put your right hand on top of your left, or if you prefer, you can put it on your solar plexus, which is just above your belly button. And it's where we hold all of our personal power. That's where the expression gut instinct comes from. Or fire in your belly is another one. Okay, and I'd just like you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and push your stomach out as you breathe in. That's known as diaphragmatic breathing, which helps your lungs to reach full capacity when you inhale. And as you reach the top of your breath, once you feel like you can't take in any more air, just use your mouth to take in a few more sips. As much as you can, and then breathe out slowly and controlled. Keep doing that for just a few more rounds. And as you do that, you'll find that automatically you'll feel your heart starting to open as you take in as much air as possible. Just keep going. And feel your heartbeat. If any thoughts come in that are distracting you, that's okay. Just come back to the breath. Focus on the breath. Focus on the heartbeat that you can feel against the palm of your skin. And I'd like you to think about the number one desire that you have right now. And really tune it to your heart. This isn't a thinking exercise. There's no need to think, just feel. Feel your heart, feel that desire, feel the happiness and the joy of that particular thing. It could be small, something really simple. It could be a step towards that dream coming true. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. It could be just a little breakthrough, something that you've been wanting to happen, and just really put yourself in the middle of it. Your heart. Imagine your heart opening in response to that desire. And allow your heart to just feel what it's feeling and go with it. Even if it's tears. The first time I did this exercise, I was crying. And that's okay too. It could be that your heart just needs a little time to heal, to recuperate, to strengthen. Whatever comes up for you, there's no right or wrong here. It's all part of the process. Just give yourself the time and the permission that you need to feel whatever you're feeling. You can spend time doing this exercise for as long as you want. Okay. Allow yourself to feel. Give yourself permission to feel. And really spend time with whatever it is that your heart wants to tell you. The heart is the seat of our emotional consciousness. And it deserves to be honoured and respected and acknowledged. Okay, whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Just take one more deep breath in through your nose. Take that extra sip of air. And then slowly, controlled, breathe. Exhale out through your mouth. Okay. Put your palms together in your lap, in the crook of your lap. Whenever you're ready, just slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay. So, one thing about this exercise that does throw people off guard sometimes is that there can be a negative emotion that comes up, and that's okay. But with practice, as I mentioned before the exercise, 3 minutes of this exercise a day is scientifically proven to remove stress, remove cortisol from the bloodstream, to bring down blood pressure, to regulate heartbeat, and to get more oxytocin, serotonin, all those happy hormones that we enjoy pumping more and more. And it literally helps to stimulate cell regeneration in a positive way, because the body starts to regulate itself and start performing then at an optimum level when it's got all of those happy hormones going. That's why we're here, right? To enjoy life and to live life to its fullest. Part of that process could be that there's a lot of perhaps pain and wounding and frustration, sadness that needs to be released first. And that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong if that happens. It's actually a good thing and it's a good sign. It might not feel good at the time. It might be very emotional and intense. I think I will do another video to follow up to this one that talks a little bit more about that process when we are opening our heart. But please know that the heart does have its own electromagnetic field. The heart generates more electricity than the brain and the liver put together. So when you're doing this heart expansion work and you're feeling your heart expand, you will, within just a few days of doing this, you will start to feel lighter. You will start to feel happier for no reason. You will just literally start to feel happier. Your desires will feel more in sync. You'll just be able to connect to them a lot more easily, which of course you will know when it comes to manifesting. You'll have heard everyone say it, that you've got to really feel it. You've got to really step into it. And if you're not quite there yet and a lot of emotion came up for you today, that's okay, that's fine. Don't judge yourself. Just trust that you're on the way to reconnecting with your desires and letting your heart take the lead. But first, your heart needs to clear out a bit of garbage, a bit of stuff that, it doesn't need and it's ready to let go of. All right, but I really sincerely hope that today's video has helped you. It does 100% help with manifesting, because the electromagnetic field will expand, that desire will expand with it. And if you felt that expansion today taking place, which I'm sure you would have, regardless of what emotion came up for you, know that that is literally just a tiny little indication that your heart is starting to open. And when your heart is fully open and wide, that's when the magic will start to effortlessly unfold for you. The things that you've been holding on to and wanting to happen for so long, but you've just not been getting anywhere, it will all start to fall into alignment. And situations, people, daily choices, you will intuitively become a lot more attuned to, okay, is this gonna take me down the path that I want, or is it going to take me in the opposite direction? And you will just know. And the reason you will know is because your heart will be taking the lead. To some people that might not be a good thing, but people like that, they don't understand the power of the heart. And all those expressions, oh, don't let your heart rule your head. The heart rules the head. The heart rules the brain. That is scientifically proven, and it starts when we're in utero. So yeah, ignore those negative phrases. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust your heart, and honor yourself with all the dreams and the desires that you have. Give yourself that time and that space, because I promise you this will work. I hope today's video has helped you. If you did like this video, then please subscribe to my channel, share it with anyone you think who might be able to benefit from it too, and leave your comments below. Tell me what you thought of the video. Did the exercise bring anything up for you? If you're comfortable sharing it, then please do, because there is so much that we can learn from each other. We're all in this together, and yeah, we all have our own experiences and things that can help each other to grow and expand as we move more towards the life that we want to create for ourselves. Until next time, take care, lots of love, and I will speak with you very soon.